No. What does me exhausting myself serve? The Irish have been fighting British colonialism for 900 years. The British trialled their most brutal methods on us. This book opened my eyes to just how privileged my life is. I appreciate that it's backwards. It's called Factfulness. I get to live a safe, comfortable, joyful life. I get to split my time between Dublin with my family and the countryside, and London with my friends and the energy of the city. I live in a beautiful place and I'm surrounded by love and choice. For most of human history, most people have lived in extreme poverty. Not enough food, unsafe water, no education, constant risk of death. Even 200 years ago, in the 1820s, 85% of people still lived in extreme poverty. Today, extreme poverty is down to about 9%. This is the lowest rate in recorded history. Just in your parents' and grandparents' lifetime, the world has changed more than in thousands of years before. In 1970, only 50% of children got to go to school. Today, that figure is 90%. While education is not perfect everywhere you find it, this is huge progress. In 1800, life expectancy was 30. That's younger than I am now. Today, it's 72 years old. I still have a whole life ahead of me. I have a safe home, I have a fridge, there's food in the fridge, I have the internet. That puts me in the top richest 20% of people on earth. I'm also a woman who went to university. In the context of human history, that puts me in a tiny elite group. It gave me the freedom to do a profession that I love and to do this work. And when I think beyond that about where I come from as an Irish woman, the weight of my privilege hits even harder. Millions and millions of Irish people were forced off their land, stripped of their language, brutalised by the English, trafficked across the Atlantic. In 1847, 1 million Irish people died of starvation. That is living memory for my family. We do not forget. Irish people were locked out of power, locked out of education, generation after generation of brutality and exploitation. And here I am now, living and working in the City of London, working in a prestigious law firm, working directly with that law firm's senior partners who respect me and value my work. I get to spend my weekends making art and listening to music with incredible musicians and friends, moving freely in elite spaces that my ancestors would have been barred from. If you'd have told an Irish woman, not 100 years ago, but even 20, that this kind of life would be possible for us, it would have seemed beyond a dream. Because for most of our existence, Irish women have been silenced, marginalised, made invisible. So I don't sit here and pretend my life is normal. I know that it's extraordinary because I know the history of the world that I live in. And I understand that my ability to live this life is not just because of my own hard work or luck. I am the product of Irish survival, of generations of fighters and movements demanding rights and education and dignity, not just for Irish people, but for women, for all commoners. And yes, the ongoing inequality still shapes who gets opportunities and who doesn't. So no, I'm not exhausted because I'm grateful and aware that my life is built on the shoulders of people who came before me, and I intend to give opportunity to those who come after, to give opportunity to the millions who are still locked out today. That's why this channel is so important to me. I need to use this life well. I want to be part of the change, not the silence. I believe that the real hope is in building a world where opportunities like mine are not rare, they're normal. Peace, safety, dignity and joy should not be luxuries. These are human rights for everyone.